Hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, hi, my name is Aaron and I'm a Year 11 GCSE student as well as an entrepreneur on the side. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through how you can organise your Google Drive as a GCSE student. Google Drive is an amazing cloud-based storage system that lets you store your files, your videos, your photos in the cloud basically, all through the internet. And you get 15 gigabytes free when you sign up to Google for free. Now there are options to upgrade this storage, so you can upgrade to the 100 gigabyte plan, which is around £1.79 a month, or you can upgrade to more. I haven't really looked into that, to be honest, but if you are someone who uses a Chromebook or someone who uses Google-based devices like a Google Pixel, you are definitely going to want to be purchasing these plans if the storage is something that you need and you don't want to be wasting your phone storage or device storage, depending on, again, the device that you have. In today's video though, I'm going to be taking you through how you can organize the files within your Google Drive, so your Google Slides, your Google Docs, your Google Sheets, your Google Forms, your Google Sites, anything tied in with the whole Google aspects of the workspace it's called. So Google Education Systems, again, like Slides, Docs, Sheets, and all of that. Now, one thing I will say is that I am doing this on my iPad, however, it will work the exact same for you whatever device you're doing it on, because I'm just showing you the steps. I'm not getting into any sort of specific details, if that makes sense, about the applications that are within Google Drive. I am making a separate video among those, like the updates for students that I really think are helpful for those. But in today's video, we're just going to look at my top recommendations on how to organize things with folders and color coding and numbering the folders and stuff like that. So we're going to get straight into it. Firstly though, if you are new here, like I said, don't forget you can subscribe and you can click the like button to have more videos like this come up on your recommended, and you will be notified when I upload. And I'm trying to get into the habit of uploading more because I've had a YouTube channel for a while now, but I haven't really been taking it as seriously as I'd like to, because obviously school is getting in the way and exams are coming up, so I've had to sort of prioritize, if that makes sense. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is obviously open Google Drive. So you can do this by going to your web browser and clicking drive.google.com, or just searching Google Drive and logging in. You are going to need a Google account. I will leave a link in the description box below if you don't have a Google account for you to sign up. Again, it's free. But once I've opened up Google Drive, the first thing that I'm going to want to do is, again, I'm on my iPad. It'll look a little bit different if you are on your computer. If you're on the app, you're going to see this section here where this says Home, or what I want you to do is I want you to click on Files. And again, if you're on the computer, you're going to just see this anyway, so you don't have to click any buttons or anything like that. Just make sure you're on the Home section if you're on your computer. And mine is blank because this is a new Google account. I haven't created anything on here, but trust me, yours will not look like this. You will have tons and tons of files, homework, Google Classroom assignments, pictures, because I know a lot of schools use Chromebooks, so when you take screenshots to insert into things, they save to your Google Drive. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about the subjects that you have chosen, okay? So whether that's 3 GCSE subjects, or again, I am targeting this at GCSE subjects, but this can also work for A-levels, or the 3 A-level subjects that you've chosen. So for me, that will be Spanish, Geography, and Business, okay? Spanish and Geography are GCSEs, and Business is a BTEC, for me, anyway. So I want you then to create a folder for each of those subjects. So that's what we're going to do together now. So I'm going to click the plus button, I'm going to click Folder, and I like to have my folders in caps lock, only because I think it stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to type in GCSE Spanish, I'm going to type in GCSE Geography, and then BTEC Business. And those are my 3 folders from the 3 subjects that I've chosen to do. Then I'm going to color code each of those folders. So I'm going to assign a color for each of the subjects. So Spanish, I want to be red, because red just reminds me of Spanish. Geography, I'm going to make green. One tip I would recommend about color coding is the color of the books that you've been given. And then Business for me is blue. So I'm going to click blue. Perfect. Now I have the 3 GCSE subjects that I'm doing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a separate folder for my 2 GCSE years, okay? Because obviously GCSEs are spread out throughout year 10 and year 11, or for me anyway. You might want to create 3, depending, because I know some schools start GCSEs in year 9. So I'm going to create, let's say I started GCSEs this year, I'm going to create 2022 to 2023. And I'm going to create another folder that's 2023 to 2024. Okay, and now, again, I'm going to color code these, but I want them to be the same color because they're not subjects. They are sort of more like admin files, I suppose you could call them. So I'm going to give them both a yellow color. Oop, that's not the same color. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of anything else that I might want to have in my Google Drive. So that could be things like homework assignments, that could be things like photos you've taken. So I'm not going to do that now, but if you've got, I don't know, if you're taking photography, for example, you might want to upload, you might want to create a folder that says the original files, and then a new folder that says the edited files, sorry. So if I go through each of my subjects now, I'm going to create a folder within each of those subjects about the topics, okay? So let's say I've clicked onto GCSE Spanish, and I know within Spanish there are 8 units throughout the entire 2-year course, okay? And those 8 units are split into 2 like bigger topic units, I would call them. So you've got 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and then you've got 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and 2.4. I'm going to create a folder for each of those individual sort of subtopics that you could say. So I'm going to call it I'm going to name this first one 1.1. I'm going to give it a title. I'm just going to say my family. Oops. My family. I'm going to create another folder, 1.2. I'm going to call this one my neighborhood. Can't spell today. Then I'm going to create one more, just for the example of this video. Obviously, you're going to create as many as you want. 1.3, and I'm going to call this Spanish countries, and so on and so forth. Now, one quick tip I would give is that this is going to take time. It isn't something that you can whip up in 10 minutes like this video is going to be. It's going to take you time to organize all of your files that you already have in there, because I started afresh with a new Google account. It's going to take you time to think about the folders. So what I would recommend is you having like a piece of paper where you can write down your main topic folders and then the subtopics that you want within them. And moving on to these like 1.1, 1.2 folders, within these folders, what I would recommend having then is the following categories. So I would have homework, I would have class assignments, so I don't know, things like that you may have done in class, loose sheets, so things that you might want to take a photo of to upload into there, notes, because I know a lot of people like to take their notes on Google Docs as well, if this is particularly for A-level students. And then obviously you want your sort of like assignment quizzes, so like tests that you could have been assigned through Google Forms, for example. And what that does is that just helps keep everything organized into little sort of sections. So when you do come to your Google Drive, you literally just see this, and it's much easier for you to look at, and it's more visually appealing in my opinion. Now, one quick tip I would give you is that because a lot of schools use Chromebooks, immediately after you've finished your session on a Chromebook, immediately organize your files, because they will be saved onto your home page. Okay, they are not going to be assigned to a folder. So I would also recommend having maybe another folder for other. I would just call it other, or I would call it Chromebook screenshots. And then again, it really is about just dragging those photos and little bits back to the folder that they belong in, so that they stay organized and, you know, they stay without being jumbled up. Also, I would like to mention that with Google Classroom, they automatically make folders for you, which is nice. But as the years go on, what will happen is, if, let's say you joined a Google Classroom in year 9, you got a different teacher in year 10, that's a new Google Classroom, and a different teacher in year 11, that's another new Google Classroom. So I'd recommend having academic years as well. So I could say year 9, year 10, and year 11, which is kind of what I've already done with 2022 and 2023 and 2023 and 2024. So you can put them within that, but just drag the folders into the new year so that you're not getting confused with the classes. So those have been sort of just 2 or 3 tips that have really helped me when I organize my Google Drive. But again, don't forget that the file formats that you upload as well, so like PowerPoint, Word, if you need to upload a PowerPoint and your teacher doesn't use Google Slides, for example, it's nice that you're able to do that directly into a folder rather than having to drag it, because you just click in the folder, you press the plus, and then you press upload. So yeah, that's, as I said, Google Drive is really a really big help for me anyway, and it's amazing for students, whether you're GCSE or A level. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I am trying to get more videos out more regularly. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Until then, don't stress out too much. I know exams are right around the corner, but I'm sure you will all do well.